relax. I kissed Sebastian on both cheeks. The longest day of the year. Sebastian held up his pint in salutation. I had forgotten it was the year's high point, the 21st of June, the evening of the summer solstice. No wonder you wanted to get out, I teased Sebastian. Damn right. Bill put his hand on my shoulder and ordered us some drinks at the bar. He smelled of sandalwood, a dim scent rubbed into the yolkiness of his skin. Bill's smell. He stood close to me, almost touching. He was proud to be seen with me, and I with him. We were together then, very much together, for our last hours, before things changed for good. You two look well, Sebastian even commented. We nodded. We were happy, pretty happy on the surface of things. We had both showered and made an effort with our clothes. Bill wore a favourite pink shirt, me a skinny rib cotton polo neck with the sleeves cut away. We were both sun-kissed and lightly freckled from being in the garden. We stood together, blissful in our coupledom. We showed it off. We found a table in a corner. I sat back, not really listening to the men's conversation. I cradled a glass of Merlot to my chest and withdrew. I was happy to let the men talk. They got on well enough. I liked that relaxed feeling brought on by alcohol, enjoy the way it slows things down. I was content on the banquette. It was my turn to scan the room, which had filled a little since we arrived. I didn't see her then. No red-haired woman caught my eye. There were a few other similar groups in the pub that midsummer evening, mixed gatherings of men and women talking and drinking. Nothing struck me as unusual. I sipped and scanned and daydreamed as I'm prone. My downfall. It was humid in that bar. The skies bulged and had bled water the day before, and the sun had raged that afternoon. Then the skies were fierce and empty. It was close, very close in that bar, and the heat brought about a tender shine on our faces. My daydream quickly became sexual. A man, faceless, followed me downstairs to the bathroom. Without speaking to each other, he had me up against a wall, where he pulled up my skirt, his mouth on my neck, his fingers sliding inside me. I sipped my wine. The man slipped himself into the river inside me. My lips were hard against his forehead, his teeth sunk into my shoulder, both of us trying to muffle the mayhem of arousal. I kept a dim and remote ear to Bill and Sebastian's conversation while this faceless man held me. We fucked slowly, and then less slowly, and then faster and harder, and then we fell crashing into a cubicle. I braced my legs against the walls of the cubicle and he danced inside me. God, it was wonderful. A key in a lock. A piece of my puzzle fitted neatly. We embraced and laughed and fucked in that hot, dark space, downstairs, rhythmic and urgent and ridiculous. My pussy swelled at these thoughts. My nipples hardened. I crossed my legs and sighed and moaned a little. Eventually I noticed the men's pints were low and rose to buy the next round. When I returned, to my surprise, a woman had joined us. She sat next to Sebastian on a stool drawn in from another table. I assumed she'd just walked in, that she was a friend Sebastian had recognised. Immediately I was aware of the change this woman provoked in the men's behaviour. Both were far more animated, more upright. Sebastian was visibly more alert, but then this is his way when it comes to women. Sebastian is an alpha male, and charming with it. But my husband, too, was more alive. Bill had even turned a little pink in the cheeks. I sat down and coughed loudly. Oh, yes. Jane, this is Lilah. Lilah, Jane, Sebastian explained without glancing at me. His eyes were dilated. Well, hello there, this small woman drawled. She was compact, somehow perfect in her dimensions, all curves. I was stunned, staring at her too. She was so bright. Her hair beauty parlour red.